Falcon Zero here, and thank you for coming back to my channel. Today we are going to do a review on the video game ARMS on the Nintendo Switch. This is a very different fighting style game than most. These characters extend their arms over the battlefield, using them to punch and grab you. Unlike Mortal Kombat or Marvel vs. Capcom, which is a 2D fighting style layout, this is a 3D fighting layout instead. This whole game revolves around different sets of arms that you can put on different sets of characters to set up endless amounts of combinations in this game. You can pick arms that explode on other enemies on this game. You can pick arms that are dealt for more damage with the punches. You can pick them that make you freeze and slow down. Any different combination you can put with any unique character just gives you those combinations that most fighting games don't give you today. The game did launch with 10 characters when it came out. We have Springman, who is a boxer, Ribbon Girl, a pop star, Ninjara, who is a student ninja, Master Mummy, who is a brother from the Mummy and Mummy Returns, who are also not related in any correlation, but maybe they're distant. Min Min, the poster child for her family's ramen restaurant, and you seem to learn stuff every day. See? Every day you learn things. Mechiana, a girl in a fighting mech suit. Twintel, a movie star who does not use her arms to fight, so she is a cheater. And she uses her hair instead of her arms. And they were actually going to make the game called Hairs and make all the fighters use their hairs to fight. But then they decided arms would be more popular. And don't quote me on that, that's actually not true. We have Bite and Bark, a robotic police officer and his robotic canine companion. Kid Cobra, a professional snake boarder, and he skateboards on snakes. We have Helix, who is a pretty much Nintendo's version of Gumby. Then for the DLC characters, we have Max Brass, who is the Johnny Bravo wannabe, and we have Lollipop, who was just recently released, and she is a clown. There are quite a few different game modes that you can play in the game. The Grand Prix, which is the single player or co-op that you can do in the game. I was not the biggest fan of the Grand Prix mode. I felt it was a little dull and a little bit repetitive. We got the Versus mode, which is a way to fight with friends at a head-to-head. We have a 2 vs 2 fight for a team fight. Volleyball, which you have a big exploding ball and you have to get it over a volleyball net. Hoops, which is a one-on-one dunking match that is a basketball-style court setup. We have Skill Shot, and you have to hit the most targets to win that game. 1 on 100 is take down as many opponents as you can before getting knocked out. Party Match, you go up against 20 players battling together in a lobby. And then we have the ranked matches. Now, the ranked matches I did find a little odd. I did find it all fun to play on the ranked matches, but the way that they did their scale as where you fell I thought was odd. As level 1 rank you were a snail, but then when I was on level 7 I was a drill. But level 6 is a propeller. I really did not get the words on why you would get each rank and each word for the rank that you were given. So that was a little odd, I found, in the game. But overall, I thought the online play was fine. There was no lag. It was working perfectly well. And I enjoyed the online play. Now, the Joy-Cons versus the Pro Controller. I played with both. I have mixed reviews on the Joy-Cons, because when I was playing with the Joy-Cons, I did have a little bit of trouble blocking when I would cross my arms. Sometimes I felt the character was unresponsive to that. Also, when I was punching with the Joy-Cons, I felt when I was going left and right, it wouldn't always do the exact direction I wanted it to do. When I was using the Pro Controller, I felt like it was much more responsive and easier to use. Now, I'm sure there are people that will prefer the Joy-Cons and master that. I was just a bigger fan of the Pro Controller. Overall, I did like the game. The game was a perfectly good fighting game in a different style. I feel like it was missing a little bit of depth and maybe just not 100% complete for a brand new IP, but sometimes you just have to take risks with these, and that's just what they did, and I felt like it was a great game that they did that on. It's always nice to see that Nintendo likes to use all the controllers possible though. I like that you have many options to use whatever controller that you'd like to do with this game. If it's the Joy-Con or if it's the Switch Pro Controller, they're perfect at setting stuff up like that. I'm going to give this game an overall score of a 6.8 out of 10 for being super fun fighting game and a unique style. but also for them just not giving it that little bit of oomph. I feel like that Nintendo could have gave it on some other levels as well. I am looking forward to more DLC to come out for this game to see what they have in store for us. And as always, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and as always, show me your moves.